There's no silver bullet to leadership. I kind of learned along the way. This has been an interesting exercise to reflect on how have I got to how I've got and what's actually worked. So when Neil asked me to do it, I was like, yeah, I'll do it. And then actually sit down and like, well, actually, how have I got here? Have I just been lucky along the way? What have people liked? What has actually worked well? And to get it down, I just want to walk you through some of that stuff. I promised myself quite early that I would be myself. I would be quite. There's a lot of talk in leadership now about being authentic. And that is ultimately about being yourself. And I promised myself I would be that. I would say I probably didn't necessarily start like that to begin with. I found my way more into that authentic style of leadership, especially, and it does work better. Trying to be something you're not is quite, it's time consuming, it's quite exhausting, and it doesn't necessarily work. People like to see the real you. That's certainly what I've experienced. Again, when I sat down on a piece of paper to think about what's worked for me and what I think perhaps I've done quite well, these are the main points I thought about being passionate, working hard. I mean, these all assume, by the way, that you're good at your job. I'm not going into that. It assumes you know what you're doing and you can do your job well. So that's a given, right? So it's this other stuff. It's being yourself then, and these additional bits of skill that you need to bring to the position itself. So being passionate, I've always tried to be passionate. Always tried to bring energy and work very, very hard to try and stand out from the crowd. You know, sometimes you will feel flat, sometimes you haven't got the energy, but for me it's always been about pushing myself a little bit further and getting up there and really trying to stand out. Progressive, it's quite easy to be progressive in the insurance market because it's not very progressive. Trying to bring something new is a big thing for me, and again I think it helps you stand out. Again, we'll look at the boards of some of these organisations. Tends to be the Generation X or the baby boomer generations. They have 5 to 10 years left in their career. To progress with technology is going to cost quite a lot of money. There's a bit of, in my mind, sometimes a moral hazard there about whether they want to, they're the decision makers, want to invest in that to take the organisation forward. That's why, therefore, it comes down to us to help try and move that forward, because we've been in the market for longer than 5 to 10 years, I assume. Anyway. Surprise, unexpected bits of work. I think that's a big one along the way. So that report, that memo that your boss is not necessarily expecting, some kind of issue, challenge that's out there. I've done it a few times where I've taken it away, written a report, written a memo, and actually put that on his desk here. And that really does help you stand out and really recognise that unexpected report, that surprise in there. Political capital. This is, again, a big thing around networking, events like this, getting to know people, talking to different people, reading about things going on in the industry. I guess within your organisation, I have what I call a stakeholder map. So there's a little spider diagram, stakeholder map, various individuals I think I need to know, I need to stay in contact with, be it suppliers, be it clients, be it PAs, be it certain members of the board. I just make sure through the year that I've got contact with those individuals in there. And that's an important thing in terms of getting that political capital, people know what you are about, what you do well.
James, you mentioned our generation being very technology native, but I think one of the things that we also agree on is there's also a heavy reliance on technology these days on our generation. We can't really leave our phone behind and just go out. And what comes with technology, I guess, is the risk or the potential exposure, as you rightly mentioned, all the cyber risks that you try to...
I think for us, we kind of came with the same kind of answer in terms of what would be changed, and it's that kind of barrier of how do we give feedback to our managers, and if they had that feedback, would they actually change? So, you know, in terms of their management style, the way their working style, would they be able to adapt to the way we want them to be? It's quite hard because they're kind of quite rigid, especially in the legal profession. This is the way we work, and I get the impression that they'd be quite hostile to younger people coming in and saying, well, you should change, maybe you should think about changing, working like this.
There was 2 things about organisation. One is being more diverse, especially in the kind of more senior roles.
And do you mean diverse in every sense of the word?
Yeah, more women, more ethnic groups.
Yeah.
And inclusiveness, so I guess that kind of goes with diverse, and flexibility and ownership.